Hey Beaute babes, it's Elizabeth back again with a wonderful Beaute Minerals tutorial for you all. I am so excited to share it. We have fresh spring colors, we have a brand new technique to show you guys, and I am living for this look. It's almost like, yes, I am a fairy princess. I think I'm beautiful enough for one. So anyways, without further ado, here we go. First things first, we're gonna go in with our primer. Just a little bit, and make sure we wipe that all over our face. Nice little dots. Just kind of rub it in. I like to keep it towards the center of my face to really get where all my large pores are, and then thin it out as it gets to the outsides of the face. Now we're gonna leave that sit for about 30 seconds, just until it gets tacky. Set timer for 30 seconds.
Setting the timer.
Awesome, so that should be just about tacky now. Now we're gonna go in with our foundation. Just a little bit on the lid. So I have it in my lid. Taking my kabuki brush, swirling that around and tapping in the center. Again, starting from the inside, going outwards. You see I have nice rosy cheeks from the weather starting to warm up, and with all this pollen in the air, oh my gosh, it has been awful. I have been hardly able to breathe, but it's worth it for all the flowers, right? I will say I did not take my Benadryl this morning, because I have been taking it pretty much every day for the last week, 2 weeks. Multiple times a day, just so you know that works. But I did not take it today, so I apologize if there's any sniffles or congestion. I just want to actually be awake to say hi to you all. Okay, so we're gonna let that melt in just a little bit and do another layer. Okay, next I'm going to do my eyebrows. And what I've noticed in a lot of eyebrow tutorial or a lot of makeup tutorials is that they'll do their eyebrows off camera. Now, I don't know if it's because it looks really weird or what, but I'm like, what secrets are you hiding? Because I would really like to know. I do very little for my eyebrows because they're already so light and thin. I feel like if I actually did them like a makeup artist would, it would look really funny. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I do because it's a natural everyday, I don't really care how graphic they look. I just want them to look like they're there type of thing. But first, I'm going to put a little bit of primer on my eyelids. So that way, while I'm doing my eyebrows, it has time to set. Hashtag multitasking. So I'm gonna go ahead in with our duo-ended eyebrow brush, and I'm gonna go in with the color Chocolate Rose. I like to do the powder first before I comb through, because when I comb through, it kind of helps evenly distribute the color. It kind of brushes it through, softens it just a little bit, so if I make any mistakes, it works as like a blender. Kind of an eraser, but doesn't entirely go away, so we'll see how this turns out. I like to go just with the grain of my eyebrows, the way that they're kind of flowing. So then I'm just going to go through and kind of comb the front part kind of up, go at the top and comb it to the side, and keep doing that for the rest of my brow. Okay, now I'm very excited for this eye look today. I was trying out a new technique that I think is gonna work really well to get a nice, colorful liner. So I'm gonna bring you all just a little bit closer and you'll see how it's done. Okay, so we're gonna keep the lid actually very light and bright because I really want the focus to be on this technique for the very pink liner and then the blue underneath. So we're gonna start off, of course, with our base, which is going to be Natural Glow. We're gonna use this very fluffy brush because I want just kind of a light coating on there. Now this is our brand new eyeshadow brush. And like I said, it's very fluffy, very large, so it covers a large area very nicely. And just, oh, I even just love natural glow. On a day that I don't want to do anything, natural glow immediately makes me actually look, you know, awake and human. So I want to keep, like I said, the eye very light and bright. So we're going to go in with Pink Suede, which is a very sparkly kind of frosty light pink, almost think like cherry blossoms, which are my favorite flowers in the spring. Okay. I'm just kind of sweeping this up, not exactly all over the lid, more like the upper half of it. And then you see all that fallout? That is totally okay because we have our powder foundation layer. We're just gonna take our kabuki brush and wipe it away. Look at that. Well, it's gone. Now with the same brush, I kind of want to deepen the crease just a little bit. So I'm going to go in with Hint of Pink, which is a matte blush that we carry. So you get a ton of product, which is great because I use it literally everywhere. So we're actually going to stamp it in, even though it's with our large brush, to get it right where we want. Okay, and then you do your windshield wiper motions. So I want to deepen this just a little bit. I'm going to go in with Bold Berry, which is again a matte blush, and it's an amazing color. It's a little bit more vibrant than Hint of Pink, but I think it's really gonna work for this look. And then little tiny windshield wipers just on the outer corner. Wipe away the excess. I'm gonna make the center pop just a bit by bringing back out that naked glow. Awesome, so this is the part that I'm really excited to show you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our angled eyeliner brush, excuse mine because I've already used it for my other eye, it's a little dirty, but what we're gonna do is take this and we are going to actually wetten it. We're gonna mist it with some water or some toner. If you're using a toner, make sure it's a very, very gentle one. I really would recommend water instead. So then we're gonna go in with Pink Fusion blush. Now I love this blush because it's got a little bit of a bluer undertone and it's also sparkly, so it really helps get that light and really makes your eyes shine bright. Okay, so I took my wet brush and I put it in the powder just a little bit, back and forth, and then I'm gonna test it out on the back of my hand, just making sure that that product is melted in together. Okay, so it's gonna create this beautiful line of product. You see that? And that's gonna go right here on our eyes. So I like to start in the center because that's really where you want your line to be widest. It's actually gonna make your eye look bigger if your eyeliner is thicker in the center and then kind of like tapers off towards the end. So start off in the center and then I work my way outside first. I do a little bit of a wing. I flipped my brush around from this way to this way. Just kind of bring it out and connect those lines. And go back in the center. Okay, so now you have a nice bright pink line, which I love. It just adds a little extra something, but we are not done yet. because I really love the icy blue color that's been coming out in the makeup world recently, and I absolutely love it. Blue is obviously my favorite color, and we are going to be using our new smoky blue right here underneath the eye. I love this color. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a very bright blue. I know it's called smoky blue, and I guess you could smoke it out, but why not pack it on? So we're actually gonna go in with our concealer brush for this because I want a little bit more control about where I'm placing the color. These type bristles are really gonna help pack it on. Okay, so we're gonna take it, we're gonna go from the outside corner all the way to the inner third. Just kind of dusting it along the lash line. I like to bring it out just a little bit. Again, it helps make your eyes look a little bit bigger. Okay, now this is a little bit dark for an under eye color, so what I like to do is brighten it up in the inner corner by using sterling. Kind of dust it along. Now off camera, I did my lashes. I started off with Beaute Minerals Mineral Mascara. It's a really nice base, just everyday, quick and go. It'll stay there without hurting your lashes. But you know, I'm a little extra, so I like to put on a little bit of extra flutter. If you do decide to use false eyelashes, then I would go with something very, very light because you still want to see that pink liner right underneath there, and I think it looks fabulous. But we need to make the rest of the face just as fabulous. So we're going to start off with just a little bit of contour, very light, because again, this is spring, we're going to be outside a lot. We don't want to look like we've caked stuff on our face. I'm going to go in actually with medium dark foundation. Now this is a great hack for those of you who are on the paler side. I'm a native Floridian, but you would never be able to tell it by my skin tone because I don't like to go outside where it's hot and sweaty. I much prefer to stay inside where there's no sun and there's air conditioning and drinks. It's amazing. So we're gonna take a little bit of the medium dark foundation and make sure you get the medium dark cool tone. If you get the warm tone, it's gonna be a little bit too orange for you. So we're gonna take our contour brush, just gently fluff that on the brush and knock the excess off. And we're gonna sweep it in right here under our cheekbones. I love this color. It's so beautiful. And do just a little bit up here on our temples and right down here along our jawbone. Like by the time you get down here, there's really almost nothing left on the brush, but it's just enough to cast a little bit of extra shadow. And then I like to make sure it's all properly diffused by going back in with my kabuki brush. Doesn't matter if it's clean or dirty or whatever. If there is extra product on it, it's just going to help diffuse it even more. And gentle circular motions. Okay, and then we do our other side. Okay, now next we're gonna do our blush. We're gonna start off kind of light, like we did with the eyes, and then build it up a little bit. We're gonna start off with our hint of pink blush. Going with our very fluffy angled brush. Right here, kind of swirl. I always put too much on the brush. To make sure I'm knocking like all the excess out. And then swirl it, make sure it's evenly placed. Make sure you smile so that way you get the apples of your cheeks. Okay, next we're gonna go in with our pink fusion, just a tad. I like to swirl it to mix both the colors. But when I do this, I like to do it on the back of my hand. That way the colors don't get mixed actually in the bottle, in the pot, carton, container, the thing that holds the powder. It's gonna look crazy now, trust me, it's gonna look crazy beautiful after. Okay, now what's gonna keep us from looking so crazy is we're gonna cut it with some of our natural highlighter. You're going with a clean contour brush. And this is why I didn't highlight my brow bone. So I'm just gonna take the edge of it, go from my brow bone, and then swipe it right down my cheekbones. Okay, a little bit on the nose. And last but not least, we are going to use a lipstick. This is in shade 719. Now we're going to keep a cross on the center of our lips. And for a little bit of extra pizzazz, put just a little bit of either Naked Glow or Pink Suede right on the center. This is kind of like a matte pink shade. And there we go. Okay, shake this out. So this is the final look, very fresh for spring. I love these colors. I loved the new technique. I really hope you guys did too. When I finally figured out how to do it, I'm like, hallelujah, it's amazing. I can't wait to see you all again next month with our May tutorial. I think it's going to be something very bronzy, but hopefully without any skin cancer or actual sunshine. So I can't wait to see you guys then. Have a great rest of your month, and bye-bye.